Hi, my name is Laura. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is called I Heart Knitting, and this is my kind of crafty vlog where I update you on what I've been working on. If this is your first time joining, thank you so much for checking out the podcast. I have been on like a kind of 3-week rotation where I check in every few weeks and just give you guys an update on what's been going on in my life and also what's been going on in my crafty world, what I've been working on. So yeah, anyways, thanks. Thank you for coming and checking me out if this is your first time, and welcome back if you're a returning viewer. You can expect more of the same from me today. This is the fourth intro I've done. The good news is every time I do an intro, I get a little bit more natural and a little bit less kind of like awkward and stilted. But yeah, at this point, I'm just laughing at myself. So yeah, thank you for checking this out. This is episode 19, and if you want to check me out anywhere else on the internet, my handle is iHeartYou, so that is you spelled E-W-E. So that is my name on Instagram, and that is the name of my Etsy shop where I sell my handmade project bags. And you can also find me on Ravelry if you want to check me out there. I am iHeartYou Knits. So everything that I talk about here, as far as like links and things, I will put down below in the description box. So if you're looking for anything, you can just click the links there. Sometimes I seem to have trouble getting the links to work in YouTube, but I feel like I'm slowly figuring that out. So thanks for your patience with that. I know that usually if the links don't work, someone will let me know and then I can go in and try and fix it. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, but I think I've got it sorted out now. So yeah, what day is it today? I don't even know what day it is. I think it's like the 4th or 5th of June. It's early June. And I haven't checked in with you since I checked back. I think it was about May 10th or 11th, the last time I recorded. So yeah, I was doing some camping in the last couple days. Earlier this week, we went Sunday and Monday night to the west coast of Vancouver Island and just had a couple days away. John, my husband, and I, and my dog, our dog Sammy. Yeah, it was just a really nice trip. It was not too far for us to go. It's maybe about an hour drive once we get the ferry from our island, which we live on, to what we call the Big Island, which is Vancouver Island. And yeah, we just had a beautiful spot and we had perfect weather, no rain, and the beach is just really beautiful there. It's on kind of the southwest side of Vancouver Island, and where we are off of the southeast coast of Vancouver Island, so it's just a little bit different. You're looking across at the Strait of Georgia, which is looking across at Washington State. So anyways, I just love the beaches out there. It was a really nice getaway, and there's no cell reception there, which is nice. You kind of can disconnect a little bit and get off social media. But what that means is I didn't really take any photos. So I don't really have a lot of evidence of our camping trip on the beautiful West Coast, but I was there and I did enjoy it. So the next thing I want to talk about is a new knit along, which I'm going to start on Instagram. So this is like my other knit alongs. It's just going to be based on the hashtag, and this is kind of going along with what's been on my mind lately, which is getting outside and enjoying some good weather here. So I want to start a summer vacation knit along. So I want the hashtag is going to be summer vacay cal, and so vacay is spelled V-A-Y-C-A-Y, but I'll leave that hashtag down below as well, so you can use that hashtag on Instagram and get entered for some prizes. I'm going to have this knit along run until the end of August, so basically the entire summer, the next almost 3 months. And I just wanted it to be really open-ended and kind of take in some of the, just take in some of the good weather that we're having here in the Northern Hemisphere with summer coming. And I just kind of wanted to see what everybody's version of summer vacation and relaxing is, you know, in their part of the world. So if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, please join. I know it's not summer there, but you can definitely share your winter vacation knits as you work on them or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you're definitely more than welcome to join. So what I want to see. So I think I'm going to make it very open-ended as usual. So you just have to attach your hashtag to the photo. Please be following me as well. It's nice if, you know, you are connected with me. It's easier for me to get in touch with you and stuff at the end. And yeah, I just want you to post some photos of either like a vacation themed photo of you knitting. So that can be vacation or staycation. It can just be you sitting on your back deck with your feet up and the sunshine and, you know, maybe a beverage or something like that. Or if you are going away somewhere and you are traveling and knitting, you know, maybe like a road trip, or if you're going camping or something like that. You know, it's pretty open-ended, but you know, you get the idea. I want to kind of just see what you've brought along with you and what you guys are up to. And the other option you can do is just to knit a summer garment. So that is either a short sleeve shirt or a tank or a bralette or shorts or whatever you want. You know, that's completely up to you. So you can either post your kind of summer vacation themed photo while you're knitting, like with your knitting, or you can post your summer, your warm weather knits, work in progress, or finished object as well. I haven't had any issues with people like bombing the thread with tons of posts every day or anything like that. Obviously, since this is a long knit along, you will be able to enter more than once, but please be kind of respectful and use common sense. So I think I'll just move on to works in progress, because this kind of will be like my first entry into, you know, my projects for the summer vacay knit along. And so I've started a shawl. What happens in the summer is I usually want, you know, a lighter weight, long-term project that I can work on and bring with me. You know, like there's always that idea that you'll finish your work in progress and then somehow not have any knitting to do. I'm always worried about that when I go away. I'm like, oh, what if I run out of yarn? Which it isn't usually an issue. But anyway, so psychologically for me, it's nice to have a big project on the go, because then I know I'm not going to run out of things to knit while we're away. So I picked a 3-skein shawl and I started it just last week before we left. So this is the Goldfish Memory Shawl by Casapinka, and it is super fun so far. I'm on the 4th section. It just has all these different sections of, you know, garter stitch, and then some textured stitches here with some slip stitches, and there's a bit more texture up here on the stockinette. And yeah, it's one of those angled shawls where you increase on one side and decrease on the other. And I'm just getting into it now, but I'm really happy with it so far. I actually started this last year with different yarn and just wasn't very happy with it, the way the yarns were playing together, and I'm not even sure how it happened. Just the other day I felt like digging around in my yarn. I don't know if that happens to you or not. And I thought, oh, I should try and make a combo for the Goldfish Memory again. And anyways, I came up with this combo out of my stash, and I'm really happy with how the 3 yarns are playing together. You know, the contrast obviously is a bit harsh from like the 3rd section here to this 4th section, but once I start introducing that darker blue in again, it's going to bring everything back together, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so the yarn I'm using, so it's the Goldfish Memory shawl by Casapinka, and the yarn I'm using, this one is from the Fawn and the Fox. This is a dyer who's not currently dyeing, but maybe will start dyeing again in the future, I'm not sure. So this is out of my stash. This is their Otter base, and it is the Siren colorway, and it's just like a really nice kind of greeny blue with speckles of like darker blue and a bit of purple in it. So that is my contrast color 3. Contrast color 2 is this one by Euphoria Knits, and this is her Frenzy base, and the colorway is called Knock, and it is another like 75-25. They're all 75-25 superwash merino and nylon fingering weight. And then this last one is the really bright colorful one, and this is Casata by that's the colorway, and it's dyed by Long Dog Yarn, and this is their Bounce base, which is a 75-25 as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turned out. This yarn here is like the really bright speckled colored one, and then the other two are you know, they have a lot of the same kind of colors running through them, but are a bit more going to like a solid, and I wanted to do like a light color, kind of a medium, and then like a dark contrast as well. So yeah, this has been really fun, and I'm so glad that like last year when I started it, that I decided to rip it out. And it's just funny how I had to wait a year for the proper like yarns to kind of pop up in my stash and the inspiration to hit. So it's so funny how that happens to me, or it's so funny to me how that happens. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so looking forward to getting on to the next section. I'm kind of getting bored now with this part here, but I just have another row or two, I think, before I'm starting like a new thing. So I think that's where the Goldfish Memory name comes from. You know, goldfish are supposed to have a really short attention span, and that's kind of what's fun about this pattern, is you're never really working on one section for very long before something new starts. So yeah, I would recommend this pattern to try out. I would just say to be careful with your yarn choices and make sure that there's going to be enough contrast, because there's a lot of like slip stitch and different textures that you're going to create. And yeah, the yarns I chose last year just didn't have enough contrast, and it was just looking a little kind of muddy and not really doing justice to the pattern. So yeah, so this is going to be my first kind of summer knit of the year. It's a 3-skein shawl, so it'll probably take a while to finish, and I'm looking forward to working on it on, you know, some road trips and sitting by the campfire and that sort of thing. I have this in one of my medium drawstring bags. This is a Rifle Paper Company print that I did a couple months ago, and yeah, it's fitting the 3-skein shawl really well, actually. I had this project in one of my medium zipper pouches, and just because of the way the zipper goes, it just doesn't give you quite as much room. So it just wasn't working very well for working with multiple colors at once, where the drawstring is just opens up into a bucket and seems to work a lot better. So yeah, I've been doing a lot more of the medium drawstring bags in the shop lately than I have been doing the medium zipper, and now that have a couple of my own that I've been trying out, I think they are definitely better for multi-skein projects, where the medium zipper, I would say, is maybe maxing out at like a 2-skein project if you want to kind of be comfortably working out of it the whole time. So yeah. The other project I've been working on is my Throwover Sweater, which I showed you last time. And this is knit out of Knit Picks Wool of the Andes worsted weight. And I've made some good progress on the body, and I just kind of put it aside because I'm trying to decide now if I want to repeat this pattern here down at the waistband before the ribbing, or if I just want to do it the way the pattern says, which is to just do plain stockinette down until you get to the ribbing. So this is, oh, sorry, don't mind my ends. This is the Throwover Sweater by Andrea Mowry. I'm knitting the third size up, which is, I believe, like a 40-inch bust. And that's the back there. You can see I've got a little progress keeper, a little fox progress keeper. And very, very happy with my color choices here. I'm really happy with how it's knitting up. I think this will be a great sweater for the fall. It just wasn't, when it got hot there, I just wasn't really inspired to work on it, especially because it's kind of sitting in my lap as like a big bulky thing right now. So yeah, very happy with that. The Throwover Sweater by Andrea Mowry. And, you know, really it's not that far from being, you know, not finished, but I'm getting closer to the end. But like I said, I just haven't really been interested in working on it. It's too hot. So, yeah, so that's actually something else I wanted to talk about is I'm like staring down at my project bag. So that's actually something else I wanted to talk to you about is I've been knitting with knit picks a lot, especially in sweater quantities. My last sweater was knit out of the knit picks Simply Wool Worsted, and then this is the knit picks Wool of the Andes. I really like their Felici sock yarn as well, and I just tend to shop at knit picks when I'm looking for like larger quantities and still good quality yarn. So I've been buying a lot of sweater quantities there lately just because I've been wanting kind of more solid sweaters. Either way, so I've been knitting a lot with knit picks, so I've been showing it a lot on the podcast, and then I've been getting a lot of questions about knit picks, especially from like Canadian viewers who haven't ordered from them. You know, I know there's always a lot of worry about duty and things like that. So yeah, so anyways, I set up an affiliate link with knit picks. I know that some other podcasters have been working with knit picks on their affiliate program, and since I've noticed so many questions coming up about knit picks, I thought, well, you know, they're a big company and they want to support people with affiliate links, so I got an affiliate link. So if you want to shop at knit picks and if you would like to support me and the podcast at no extra cost to you, you can look down below and find my affiliate link to knit picks and click on that. And if you follow that to the website, there's a chance that I may get a small commission. I don't expect this to be anything big, but as I said, I just get a lot of questions about knit picks, and they are like a fairly large company, and I thought, well, why not? If you are Canadian and you're worried about duty, they charge you all your taxes at the source, so then you don't have to pay taxes at the border, which actually ends up being cheaper because you're not paying that processing fee that you pay at customs. The other thing I wanted to show you is a finished object, which is a hat that I've been working on for a while. It is this brioche hat, and it's called the Harlow Hat. That's the pattern. It is by Andrea Mowry, and I made this in the kids size. So like, I have a ponytail in. It just fits me. I look like an Olympic swimmer. Whatever you call that, dancing in the pool Olympic sport that they do. Anyway, so it just fits me barely. I probably wouldn't wear that because it's not the greatest look on me that tight, but it's a kid's hat, so it doesn't need to fit me. This is my first real brioche project. I think I did pretty good. I did pretty good on the decreases. I did pretty good on the brioching. There's a few spots where I didn't wrap properly, but they're hard to find. I really love the texture. I love how it's reversible, and it's really satisfying to knit. You get into like a real rhythm with it. So this is a fingering weight hat. This is knit with some Knit Pick Stroll in like their charcoal heather colorway, and then the other colorway, which you can see better on this side, is some leftovers I had of the Fawn and the Fox yarn. This is a Water Lilies colorway, and yeah, it took a while to knit because it was fingering weight, but I really like how it turned out. And I think I'm going to start another one of these in an adult size for myself. And yeah, I'm thinking maybe like some sort of really bright like pink, but toned down with like a gray or a black like this. I think that's going to look really good. So yeah, I might start that soon. This was a nice project to have on the needles. It's just kind of mindless. I followed the cast on that Andrea Mowry had a video for on her YouTube, and it is really nice. That's technically the right side, and then that's technically the wrong side. I think it's like a 2-color twisted German cast on is what it's called. And yeah, really happy with it. Super cute. And this will just go in the gift bin. It's always good to have some things in the gift bin when you need them, when, you know, something comes up. And yeah, I'm gonna start one for myself soon. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for knitting. I think I might start a summer garment as well sometime soon. I have plans to knit another framework bralette, which is a pattern by Jessie May Designs, and then her ripple bralette as well, which is another pattern by the same person. But the framework is in DK, and then the ripple bralette is in fingering weight. So I have some fingering weight cotton yarn that I've had for a long time and haven't really known what to do with. So I think that I will attempt that out of the cotton yarn, and then I have a really nice DK. I think it's by Flock Fiber Company that I like to use and make another framework. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is the Etsy shop. I'm going to show you a couple things that are still left from the update last week. I got some really cool fabric from a designer from Vancouver. Her handle on Instagram is Lisa Flower, like Lysa Flower. And she did these really cool like roller skate design, like retro roller skate boombox kind of collection. And so I used her panel that she had and made a bunch of bags out of that. These are sock size. This is just what's left from the update last week. This roller skates and rainbows, super cute, fun matching linings. I have one of these left, so it has 4 different roller skates on it, 2 on each side, and then the linen on the bottom. This is the medium drawstring that I was showing you my project in, so good for like a 3-skein shawl with like really bright kind of corally orange on the inside. And then I have one bucket bag left here, which is this really fun multi roller skate print. And then on the inside, it has like a rainbow speckle, like a sprinkle, and then like a teal pocket on it. So this is the XL bucket bag size. Yeah, so that is all that's left from this update. Oh, and some lavender sachets as well. These are my little lavender pouches that I do. It's local lavender mixed with a little bit of jasmine rice, and you can put it in your project bag. You can put it in your diaper bag if you carry one of those, or anywhere you just want to like kind of freshen things up. I put them in my clothing storage as well. And yeah, so I just used up some scraps and made some lavender sachets. I'm just looking here. There are still bags left from the last 2 updates. There are a few butterfly bags if you're looking for the large zipper size, because the ones I did for this week are all sold out. There are still some beautiful ones, a couple canvas ones with like a metallic butterfly print on them. And then there's some really nice like blue patchwork. I use this blue with like white screen printed fabric. And yeah, blues and aquas and greens and yellows. And so there's some medium bags in like just single colors, and then I did like some patchwork bucket bags as well. So yeah, have a look at the Etsy shop if you're interested. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to show you. I got some new colors of stitch markers as well. So I think there are now like over 20 different colors of the light bulb stitch markers in the shop. So I got this like dark burgundy red, I got this kind of like camouflage, like army olive green, bright blue, and like a darker pink, which I really like. I might make some like multi sets with some of these colors because I really like them, and I think that they'll combine well with some of the other colors. Yeah, and then there's like, I still have the rainbow colors in there. I have this like really bright like chartreusey yellowy green, and still have like all the metal finishes as well, so like rose gold, silver, this is gunmetal. So yeah, I sell these in little packs of 15 little light bulb stitch markers. Lots and lots of colors right now, and then I'm getting a restock on some like kind of more neon colors in the next week or two, I think. There's this like metallic like aqua blue one which I had that was really, really popular that I haven't been able to get in a while, and that's coming, and maybe some other neon colors. So yeah, they're a great add-on to your order. You know, I do free shipping over $35 US or over $50 Canadian. Oh, there's the other color that I wanted to show you. This really fun metallic purple. It's like a pinky purple this time. The last time it was a bit darker. I really like these. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me, you guys. It's always really great to check in and update you on what I've been working on. Yeah, so I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're safe and happy, and I will see you again soon, and just keep crafting.